Oh, hi there! Welcome to another probably boring episode of It's Your Garden, the gardening show for non-professional gardeners, brought to you by yours truly. Today, we are working on another type of raised bed. This is not our double dug bed over here, but instead, we are going to use some topsoil. I have my bed laid out here. This is made of recycled plastic. I laid it out right here to see where it laid, and I also measured very carefully with this stick the distance between my first raised bed and this raised bed so that I could make sure that my riding lawnmower can fit between these. First, I am going to dig out all the grass. Second, I'm going to break up the soil underneath here and remove any rocks. Third, I'm going to scoop that soil into my wheelbarrow to save for later. Fourth, I'm going to throw my grass back into the hole, grass side down. As that grass breaks down, it'll add some nutrients to the soil. Fifth, I have a big chunk of cardboard here that I'm going to put over that grass. That's going to make sure that that grass dies, and also as the cardboard gets wet, it's going to invite all kinds of earthworms up to eat it. Worms love wet cardboard for some reason. Worm castings are some of the best fertilizer you can get for your soils. I'm going to throw my dirt back into the raised bed. I'm going to add my topsoil, and I'm going to add our mushroom compost. I'm also going to add some peat moss, which is going to add more organic matter to my raised bed. After that, the raised bed will be ready to plant in. This portion of It's Your Garden is brought to you by Shovel. Are you tired of trying to dig a garden in your yard with nothing but your own two hands? There's gotta be a better way. Well, now there is. Introducing Shovel, the revolutionary tool that's modernizing gardens all across the country. Pick up your shovel at your local hardware store today. Thanks, weird voice that sounds mysteriously like my own. This portion of It's Your Garden is brought to you by Shovel. Welcome back to It's Your Garden. We're gonna do a particular type of planting in this raised bed that's called the Three Sisters. We're gonna plant some beans, some corn. We're also gonna plant some squash and zucchini. The reason it's called the Three Sisters is that first your corn grows straight up, and this makes a stalk for your beans to vine up. Additionally, the squash grows as a ground cover. It puts off really big leaves that makes a living mulch, and that keeps other plants from growing in your garden because it shades the area so that plants can't germinate, and it also keeps those weed seeds from getting in there. We'll see how well it goes. Welcome to Gardening in 60 Seconds. If you're anything like me, you probably put your tomatoes in the ground too early and the frost is coming for them tonight. Luckily, there are a lot of things you can do to protect your tender plants. If you got a big old tarp, you could use this to cover up your plants. You want to cover your plants in about the mid-afternoon so that you're trapping in the heat from the day. Some people don't recommend plastic at all for various and sundry reasons, which I'm sure makes sense to them. A better option is to use an old bed sheet. Use rocks to hold down the sheeting on your raised bed. Another option, if you still have your planting containers around, is just to put one of these over the plant. If you don't have a bunch of old containers laying around, cut the bottom off of an old jug and use that. Another great option is something called a heat sink. Fill old jugs with water and place them in your garden during the day. The water will heat up throughout the day and then slowly release the heat at night. Another tool for protecting against frost is mulch. This has been Gardening in 60 Seconds. Thanks for watching and good luck fighting Old Man Winter. We've finished our bed. We followed almost all the steps along the way. As you may notice there though, I forgot to put the cardboard down before I put my dirt back in. Hopefully that doesn't mean I get a bunch of weeds. Am I gonna dig it all out? Put the cardboard under? No. Not gonna do that. This was a pretty quick bed. We got it all done in less than an hour. So now I'm gonna get to planting. Thanks for watching It's Your Garden. Go out and have some fun. But remember, it's your garden! Are you filming this?